Hi, this is Leo, and I'm going to show you how to incorporate Tour Builder with Google Earth. Right now I'm on the Tour Builder website, and I actually have a tour opened up here already. This one was put together by the Catlin Seaview Survey, and they're a fantastic resource by themselves. So I'll put a link in the description below, and when you have some time you might want to check them out. They have some really cool stuff to look through. As for Tour Builder, you can see that they have this set up similar to how it was in my previous video. There's a red place marker for each location that they've plotted on the tour. Each location is also listed on the left side here to go through. And we can still come over to the map and move it, zoom in, and zoom out. However, I can take this one step further and I can export this tour into Google Earth. And that's what we're going to learn to do right now. So what I need to do is come up to the top right. I'm looking for these three lines. This is more options. And I want to go to the bottom and find export. When this dialog box opens up, it's going to say export tour. Would you like to download this tour as a KML? And that's what we want. The first option, download KML. A KML file is what Google Earth is going to read, and it's basically a way for it to visualize those geographic annotations that are on Tour Builder. So I'm going to go download KML, and there's my file. But before I open it, I need to make sure I have Google Earth installed on my computer. So I'll put a link for this in the description. And when you get to that page, you'll want to go to Agree and Download, and then follow the steps to install it onto your computer. It's pretty quick. I already have it installed on my computer, so I'm going to close out this window, and I'm going to open up Google Earth. When Google Earth opens up, it's going to have this Startup Tips box, so you might want to look through those to get some other ideas of what you can do with it. And then when you're done with the Startup Tips box, you can always uncheck this box. That way you won't see it every time you open up the program. So I'm going to close out of that. And if you haven't used Google Earth before, it's basically a digital globe. And we can rotate this around, go any direction we want to, and that's pretty neat by itself. However, we want to import the Tour Builder tour that we have. So I'm going to come over to File, Open, and I'm going to find the file that we downloaded, open it up, and it's going to take a second for that to get loaded onto the globe here. And once it's loaded in, you can see each of those locations are listed here on the left side, just as they were in Tour Builder. And I can go to any of these locations by double-clicking, and the globe is going to rotate, and it's going to zoom in on that location. It's going to show us any information that was loaded in Tour Builder. And I can close out of this. And I can zoom in. And I can zoom out as always. So let's try another one. We'll go to Hawaii here. It sounds like a good time to go to Hawaii. Double click. It's going to rotate around here. And there's my information from Tour Builder. I can close out of this if I want. I can zoom in. I can zoom out, and I also have a few other things I can do here. I can come to the top and I can rotate this image. I can go below here and I can move in any direction I want to. I can also, just as in Google Maps, I can come over and I can click this little yellow person here, and I'm going to drag them to anywhere on the map where I see a blue road. And when I do that, let's go down here, it's going to give us a street view instead of a bird's eye view, and it'll take usually just a second or two to load in there. And then I have the option to rotate the camera, and I can click further down the road here. And that's a nice way, as always, to get a different perspective compared to that bird's eye view that you have. And that's just a little bit of what you can do when you import a tour into Google Earth.